Are we close to seeing Mr. Kim here at the White House?
Could happen. I mean,
they talked about that yesterday.
I would have him. Yeah, I think it's something that could happen. Yeah. Hey, he's the head of a country, and I mean, he's the strong head. Mm-hmm. Don't let anyone think anything different. Right. He speaks, and his people sit up at attention. I want my people to do the same.
I want everyone to sit up at attention. The president is in the White House now. Everyone sit up at attention. You know, this is getting crazier by the day. Afterwards, he said he didn't mean it. He meant that it was not you. He meant the people in the White House. But that's a little worrisome. The guy is like now he admires Kim Jong-un. He's going to bring him to my country. That's like inviting Hitler to the White House. There are slave labor camps over there. What has happened to the conservative movement? There is none. There never was one. It was an invention. A creation. Now, I come to understand something, the more I listen to what's going on in this country, that I am really the only non-GMO talker in the United States of America. What I mean by non-GMO, you see it on every package. You don't know what it means, but it's good for you, right? It's like gluten-free. You know, I'm a non-GMO talker in radio, non-government modified organism. I basically am a rebel. I'm rebelling against what I see going on. I don't like it on either side. I can't take it anymore. I'm not going to take it anymore. Now, I know that Trump is our first non-alcohol drinking president since Coolidge, I think, whoever he was. You say Coolidge, I don't know, the Kool-Aid. But everyone else drank. I mean, you look back, everyone else drank. I mean, he drinks Diet Coke. I was in the White House with him. The red button flashed. He pressed it. I thought he started a nuclear war. He said, no, I'm ordering a Diet Coke. You want one, okay? I'm drinking a Diet Coke now because I like aspartame. I know I'm supposed to know better because I have a PhD in nutrition. I wrote the books on. I love aspartame. If it works for the president, it certainly works for me. I find it to be a great antidepressant. It's the anti-Bourdain and anti-Kate Spade sweetener. First president that I can remember to not drink booze. Now, let's look back. You got Obama. What would he have had? Guarantee he drank Chardonnay with the girls, right? As a young man, he used marijuana and coke, drank heavily, used to smoke, probably smoked during his entire tenure in the White House, and they hid that one because there was no one watching. Well, what did he drink? I would say, nah. So Trump drinks Diet Coke. He drinks a lot of them, a lot of Diet Coke, like by the container load. Okay, so Obama was a Chardonnay with the girls kind of guy. Before him was Bush. Oh, no, he didn't drink because he gave it up, right? Because he was a boozer in his youth. Known to have used Coke prior to 1974. And then he said he had no alcohol for okay, Clinton, what did he drink? We can't say, it's a family show. He said he did smoke marijuana, but he didn't inhale. He said he didn't have sex with that woman, even though it was oral sex. There are rumors that he didn't drink. When was he drink, Clinton? George H.W. Bush, no one knows what he drank. He was so straight. That guy's like an iron rod. If he drank, it would be like, I would think, one scotch a year. Ronald Reagan drank only occasionally in small amounts. That's what they say. Jimmy Carter. Oh, man, no drinking for him. We don't really know, maybe a little bit. Gerald Ford, always tripping, gin and tonic. Probably a heavy gin and tonic. Along the lines of others. Richard Nixon was a frequent drinker, particularly in the evening. Someone knows what he actually used. No one knows what he actually used. But I would think if it was Richard Nixon, he would be drinking something like mint juleps. Lyndon Johnson, big Texan, not known to drink, social drinker. But if he drank, what would he have drank? John F. Kennedy, we know he took testosterone to treat his Addison's disease. But not to increase his testosterone for sexual reasons. Some associates of John F. Kennedy said he used LSD and marijuana. Also enjoyed cigar smoking, drank. His father was a boozer. His father was a bootlegger, made most of the family fortune during Prohibition as a drug dealer selling bootleg liquor. But I don't know what Kennedy drank. Eisenhower, and I think of Eisenhower D-Day, say Eisenhower D-Day. He would have had like rye. He would have had like a flask of rye. Harry Truman dropped 2 bombs on Japan. Drank in moderation. Now, if Harry Truman drank, it would have been bourbon. For sure, bourbon. Absolute. Like 1 bourbon a month. Something like that. But getting back to what I'm talking about, I'm doing this on purpose. I'm on strike right now. I'm not talking about collusion. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'll pull a Kate Spade if I have to talk about the FBI today. I'm not doing it. I won't do it. I refuse. I refuse. I'm not going to do this. I can't take another day of this. Isn't your brain fatigued from this? Aren't you fatigued from this day in and day out? No, you can't get enough of it. This is the problem. I'm telling you what's going on. I've been in this business a quarter of a century. That's a long time. My opinions count. The brain of the average talk radio listener has been so warped by the FBI collusion Mueller Trump thing that they don't want to hear anything else. So 50% of the audience left. They just disappeared. They won't listen to it at all anymore. They're listening to music. They're walking around with pods in their ears. They're going to YouTube, whatever. They don't want to hear this garbage anymore. So the 50% who were left from before this all started, I would say 50% of the 50% can't get and only want to hear this. That's all they want to hear. Nothing but collusion. That's all they want to hear. Trump, Mueller, FBI, FBI, Trump, Mueller, FBI, FBI, Trump, Mueller, Manafort arrested, Trump, Mueller, Mueller, Trump, Mueller, Trump, can't get enough. So they want to hear that. So that's 25% of the 50% of the 50%. All they want to hear. Now there's the other 50% of the 25% of the 50% who are my listeners who want to hear anything but Mueller and collusion, right? So I'm in a rough spot here. Whatever you want me to do now every day, get up and talk about this every day? I can't do it. My brain is going numb on it. I'll leave that to others. Manafort jail, Rudy floats pardon, President rips FBI scum. Okay. What else do we have to say about it? Nothing. We've heard it all. When is it going to end? When can this end already? When can Mueller be put in jail? I've been asking, when can they put handcuffs on Mueller and arrest him for not doing the proper job? The man went past his mandate. He went after the mandate. Now they're investigating people for having sneezed on a mule's behind in a zoo. Sneezed on a mule's behind in a zoo in Singapore. Therefore, we're investigating him. You're under arrest. What about the Russia investigation, Mueller? What Russia investigation? What are you talking about? That's what you were given the mandate to do. Oh, that was a long time ago. I'm having too much fun doing this. That's all. So I don't know. What do you want me to do? FBI? You know the whole story already. You heard the whole story already. We know Trump's going to get away with this because he never did anything. We know Mueller's going to keep spending money until they take him out in handcuffs and put him in a bug house. Because power corrupts, absolute power corrupts, absolutely. Mueller is an example of absolute power having corrupted, absolutely. He is absolutely corrupted, totally gone. Democrats have no candidates. Well, there was the old schmuck, Bernie Sanders, the old seltzer man peddling old Marxism. So you're like, what percent of the audience are going to vote for Pol Pot? Pol Pot with a seltzer bottle. What percent of American people vote Pol Pot from Brooklyn? I mean, Vermont. Now he's in Vermont. He's doing very well in Manhattan, living on people's couches, moved to Vermont, gave people the BS about communism. Somehow it's sold in Vermont, became a senator, then became a this, then became a that. Now he wants to be president. He's not going to be leading the parade. So who's going to run against Trump in 2020? Nobody. Trump wins. That's over. That's the end of the story. It's over. There's nobody. Don't tell me about Kamala Harris. She has as much chance as a camel from Harris to win. A camel from Harris, Pennsylvania has as much appeal as Kamala Harris to be president. So she's not running. No one ever heard of her. They ran her up the flagpole. The flagpole fell down. So who's left? There's nobody. They're looking for the next Obama. It ain't happening. There is no another Obama. Thank God for term limits. So that's the thing. I mean, Schumer said it all at the end of the day. I was going to play this for you to open the show. I may as well. Schumer said it all right at the beginning. I may as well play for you clip number 1 in the Savage Nation.
You take on the intelligence community, they have 6 ways from Sunday at getting back at you. So even for a practical, supposedly hard-nosed businessman, he's being really dumb to do this. They are very upset with how he has treated them and talked about them. And we need the intelligence community. We don't know what's going on. Look at the Russian hacking. Without the intelligence community, we wouldn't have discovered it.
There is no hacking, you schmuck. It's like schmaltz. This guy has schmaltz in his brain. So here we go. That was then, this is now. Take on the intelligence community. You have 6 ways. They have 6 ways from Sunday to getting back at you. I don't even know what that means. Where did that phrase come from, 6 ways from Sunday? Why couldn't there be 7 ways from Sunday to get back at you? So he's saying, watch out, they're going to get you. Well, sure they're going to get you, because if they want to indict a ham sandwich, they can, Chuck, with help from scum like you. So let me tell you something. This is how afraid Trump is of the intelligence community. He called them FBI scum. That's how afraid he is of them. President Trump unloads on Comey scum on top of FBI a day after damning IG reports release. See, now I'm doing it, just what I said I wouldn't do it. He's so happy right now. He called them scum. That's what he did. He just said they're the scum on the top of the FBI. He said the FBI agents love him. He's a good guy. They're good guys, good girls. And now Comey is scum. He said, if you took a poll at the FBI, I would win. Trump told Fox and Friends. I mean the real FBI, not the scum on top. That's nice. Very presidential. Very good. That's really leading the people in the right direction. Call them scum. That's going to raise the dialogue now. Okay, good. Now we're going way up there, going way up on the intelligence scale now. The IG report also focused on political bias within the Bureau, specifically referring to FBI officials Peter Strzok and Lisa Page. We know about them. They were lovers. They hated him. They should be charged, by the way, with a crime. This is not a joke. See, here's the problem. We, the people, know that these people in the FBI hated Trump. They try to do everything to undermine him. They should go to jail for this. This is not just a joke of opinion. They're supposed to be unbiased. Federal Bureau of what? Instigation. Now, I'm giving you a choice. I opened the show by telling you I wouldn't do this. Now I'm doing it. Why? I told you. 50% of the talk radio audience left about a year ago. They couldn't take any more of it. And not just my audience, everyone. I don't care what they tell you. Oh, yeah, we're doing great. We've never made more money. Thank you very much for buying my rug, my haircut. Thank you for buying my earrings. Thank you for buying my website. Thank you for buying this. Thank you for going to my website. Thank you for voting for me. There's no show left anymore. So 50% of the audience left a year ago. Of the 50% that's left listening to talk radio, 25% are brainwashed and only want to hear is FBI and collusion. Then there's another 25% of the 50% that wants to hear something else. Welcome to the Savage Nation.